In today's video, we're gonna do some simple fall decorating touches. I'm just gonna go around my home, add in a few little fall touches in each area that I enjoy decorating, and show you that you don't have to go crazy to make your home feel special for the season. So we're just gonna hop right into this. One of the first places I like to begin is in my bedroom. My master bedroom happens to be right off of the front door when you walk in to the left. And so it is an area that is seen often. I know a lot of you don't change out your bedding for the seasons, but I look forward to it and I think it's one of the most fun and just exciting things, and I really enjoy just adding in a little bit of the season to this area. This dark green velvet quilt from Pottery Barn I felt like was the perfect addition to my bedroom. Now underneath of it there, I had added in a duvet cover, and I was a little worried I was gonna have to iron it, but once I got everything on top of it, you couldn't see it and it was okay. So here, I just wanna remind you to always double stuff your shams with 2 pillows, so that way they have a nice, full, rich look. Now normally, I put the smaller shams in the front and the Euro shams in the back. But these Euro shams are so beautiful. They really kind of are the star of the show, and they needed to be in front and showcased. And so that's why I did it a little different, and I kind of like it. It's fun to mix up your bed a little bit. But can we pause for this throw pillow? The greens and the colors of this stand out so beautiful. I knew when I saw this in store, I had to get it. While we're still here in the bed area, above my bed, I printed off artwork that I got off of Etsy that's just these really moody, dark owls, and I just feel like it just adds in that little special ambiance of fall. And then I don't feel like a bed is complete without a just nice chunky knit throw. And I'm one of those people where half the time I'm putting it on to add a diagonal, half the time I put it on going all the way across the bottom of the bed. It's just whatever I'm feeling. It really adds that cozy comfort you're looking for in the autumn season. In this area over by my chairs in this little sitting area, I just wanted to add in some nice fall foliage. I got these stems a couple years ago from Pottery Barn on clearance, and I enjoy the colors that are in them because it has a little bit of that pop of green that you'll see, and I feel like with the bedding and just everything, this just all goes together very nicely. I couldn't resist. I had to add in a pumpkin. Okay, now that we have the bedroom looking so fantastic for fall, it's always kind of nice to just sit down here and take in everything that we've done. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. On a personal level for me, beginning therapy was something that was encouraged by my daughters. A lot of people think that you have to have depression or anxiety or those type of things in order to benefit from therapy. And for me personally, I began therapy for sadness and sorrow, just for the situation that we were in, the life-changing illness that Jason has, and just how it's just changed the whole trajectory of our life. And that spills over into every aspect of every single thing that we do. A really positive outcome that I've had by doing therapy through BetterHelp is it's caused me to have a completely different mindset on how I think about things. You know, before I would be so negative and I would focus on that and I would get down. And now I have really learned how to turn everything into a positive. And that doesn't mean I go around being Susie Sunshine. So when you have a licensed therapist through BetterHelp who can show you just different ways on how to deal with whatever you're going through. You know, we don't all go through the same thing, but we can all benefit with therapy the same way, to where it can help make your life so much more impactful, so much more meaningful, and you can really just start to understand what you're going through, and then that in return helps you learn how to deal with it. That's for me, my personal experience. I'm very thankful for BetterHelp because I don't have the luxury to just hop in my car, go over to an office and sit down with a therapist face to face. So one of the best parts about BetterHelp is that I'm able to do it right here from the comfort of my own home. They have different options how you can do it. You can do it through video chat, messaging, phone, whatever is most comfortable for you. It's super easy to get started with BetterHelp. You can just go online. They have a quiz that will match you with a therapist, and you can usually get started within a couple days. And then they even have group sessions on a number of different topics every day if that's something that you would benefit from. And something you should never feel intimidated by is if you're not really vibing with that first therapist that you get, and it just doesn't feel like a great match, that is like no biggie. You can switch therapists until you find one that you connect with. If you're struggling and think that you'd benefit from a therapy session, be sure to click the link down in the description box or head to betterhelp.com/acharmingabode and you will receive 10% off your first month of therapy. I'd like to give a big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now we're moving in here into my living room, and on each side of my large windows I have these gigantic mirrors that I always switch out the wreaths for whatever season. I love these wreaths that I got. I believe I purchased these at Kirkland's, and they just have some really great ones, and they're gonna match the ones that go in my kitchen, so my home will be kind of cohesive but not matchy-matchy. Of course I did both sides of the windows on the mirrors, and it really just added that subtle fall feeling that I was wanting in the living room. Now my little dog Mister is sitting here so cuddly, but I don't think he'll mind if we switch out the throw pillow and just add this cute little one that will just ties my living room together, because you know I love blue and I love to have subtle hints of blue, especially with fall decor in my living room. Alright, when I said simple, I meant simple. I'm literally just going to change out the bird to a pumpkin, and that is all we're going to add in, and I love it. Now this is a new area that I decided to decorate for fall that I've never done so here on this channel, and that is this cutout that I have in my staircase. It's like when you go up the stairs, and I just thought it would be really fun to kind of decorate this almost like a mantle and just add in just some fun little fall decor so that when you look up the stairs, it just looks inviting, and or if you're going to go up the stairs, then you have a wonderful view. So I really enjoyed decorating this area, and I'm really going to start incorporating this more into my home decorating experiences throughout my house. Alright, so I had this crazy idea, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. I had an extra one of these little light up trees that I had used out on the fall front porch, and I thought, oh, that might look cute here in the stairwell. So I set it up and everything, but don't get too used to it, because here in a minute, it's going bye-bye. I just didn't enjoy it. It just looked kind of cheesy, and I really wanted my fall decor to just look a little more simple, a little more classic, and so I had to get it out of there. But I do have to say that that chunky knit wreath that I made that's hanging on the wall, that looks great. So let's move in here into the kitchen. This is one of my favorite areas to just add subtle simple little fall decorating touches, just by simply just replacing, regular wreaths with like fall ones, cutting boards with pumpkin ones. There's so many just fun little ideas that you can do that doesn't break the bank. But this is what I was super excited about. If you watched my trending video back it's probably been over a month ago now that we had that one out, I picked up this picture at Michael's, and I knew in my mind I was going to set that in my kitchen, and I love the colors. I love how it just ties it all together. And next we're going to move on to my little tiered tray that I love to decorate. If you guys are ever looking for a tiered tray and you don't know what to do, they have this simple little kit that I always talk about over on Amazon. on that kind of helps you out, and then you can just add a few of your own items. Anything that I'm able to, I will link down below. I do have to say that here in a moment, I changed my mind about 5 different times trying to figure out how I want to do this. And if you walk in my house tomorrow, it'll probably look different. I love to change things out. So that's one of the fun parts about decorating. You don't have to stick with one thing. You can change it to however you like it. I felt like this little area where I just had a normal plant would just be fun to put in just kind of this nice little muted colors of fall and just switch it out. I kind of always use it to just block that plug-in so it doesn't look as tacky, and I just felt like this looked really great. And of course, always change out your tea towels or your hand towels. Those are simple, really great ways to add fall touches. Now this guy right here, I change all the time for the seasons, and I always am like, okay, I'm just gonna like move the blueberries out and add in the pumpkins. No reason to reinvent the wheel here. It's super simple to just keep it looking classy and nice. And I kind of like this floral arrangement because I just kind of like how messy it is. That's one of the things about decorating. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes when it's just kind of all spread out all over, it just kind of adds just a whimsical effect to it. And I think we achieved it with this look. This area right above the table, I always add in a wreath for whatever season, and as you can see, it matches the one in the living room, it matches the one behind the pumpkin cutting board. And then I have this little area that's over by my fireplace, which if you haven't watched that mantle, you need to, because it was pretty epic what we did with it, and I just wanted to add in a few things. Once I get to decorating, I can keep going and going and going, and then it wouldn't be such simple decorating anymore, would it? I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead, keep it simple and that type of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I have. A big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video, and we will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.